Hello Stamper, welcome to Frenchie's video. I'm Franz Martin, independent demonstrator with Stampin' Up at frenchiestamps.com. Today it's tip on how to color with Stampin' Blend on color cardstock. So with that being said, like this one I emboss with white and on gray granite. And gray granite or smoky slate. And this one here, it's on crumb cake, also embossed with white and color on crumb cake. What I love the most about color with Stampin' Blend on color cardstock, it's very forgiving and you don't have to really blend to get that poof, amazing result. So in another word, if you're try to blend and start coloring with Stampin' Blend, starting on color cardstock, it's very I would say the easiest way to start because it's very forgiving on the blending or on the coloring. So this one here, it's not embossed, it's stamped with memento black ink and then color with the blends, and this is on Flirty Flamingo cardstock. It's very important that you stamp with water-based ink or the memento ink for when you use Stampin' Blends. Stays on, gonna smear and so on because it's too solvent ink, the alcohol ink, so it's gonna smear. So let me share how I done this. And this one here, it is stamped with Versamark and embossed with clear. So it would be something that you want to have very subtle, and this one white embossed with, stamped with Versamark and embossed with white powder. So it's all done about the same. I'm using the stamp set Blessing of Own, so that go for any detail stamp. So we're going to start with the one with the clear embossing. It's really like almost like no lines, right? So this one I use the dark Island Heather, and really I think I did some Blackberry Bliss too. Let's see here. Blackberry Bliss light. Let's see this one. So I just did like the line, and you see I'm not blending, I'm just adding like the dark color there. Now I'm gonna come with my light, the light one right here. So you can play with colors, you know, it's no right and wrong, and then just add the color. See, very simple. Now for the center, I like to use, most time I like to use a daffodil or a mix of daffodil and dark crumb cake. So this one I'm gonna do crumb cake or soft suede. This one it's the dark crumb cake. You can use soft suede also. So I just add my crumb cake, and then I'm gonna go and add some, oops, that tip it's got there better there. I'm going to add some daffodil on top. I needed more. Et voila. Very simple. That is very subtle, something very soft. Now for this one, so the Daffodil Delight, no, Melon Mambo Dark, and I just use right here. Now I went with the light one, the real red light. And then we're going to do the same thing for the center. I'm going to use my crumb cake. And then I'm going to use my daffodil right in. Okay, now if you see I went right on top of the white, right? Well, that is very simple. Use the color lifter, and like right here, I think I'm close enough. I get some of the red there where my purple was, and I'm just going to lift the color. It's going to bleed a little bit, but most of it it's going to be lifted, and then boom. And then the same in the center. Let me put it down because it lifts better. Maybe this one, it's kind of dry. Let's see, this one. Oh, here we go. I had one that it's almost dry. Much better here. So let me bring that, and also in the center, I'm gonna lift that a bit. See, it's still some color, but it lifts quite a bit. And then for my leaves, I use any green, and sometimes I miss a green and a yellow, so I just go and add my green there. I don't lift all the colors because I think it adds just some character, but it is so simple to color on color cardstock, and you don't see the stroke or anything. It's very forgiving, put it that way. Voila. And see, this one here was on crumb cake also. Now for this one, like I said, I stamp on Flirty Flamingo with Memento black ink, and that it's the same thing. You don't even have to pay attention to the lines because that really, it's the work done for you. So I'm gonna go with Flirty Flamingo, no, Real Red, the dark Real Red, and I'm gonna do the center here, not the center but where the lines are. See, I just push that, and then I'm gonna use the dark Flirty Flamingo, and I'm gonna color this. So with the color cardstock in the back, it's very forgiving, and you don't have to do the blending. It's really done for you. See? Boom. Here it was the light Flirty Flamingo, while this one I used the dark with the Real Red. Now for the purplish, I use the dark one. It is Blackberry Light. So I went and did my lines right here, where the artist already did kind of the shadowing for us. And then I used the light Island Ether. Oops. Here we go. And when it's a little spot, I like to use the fine tip. I find it easier to color. Whatever works best for you. And then this is color. See, the center, I just used the daffodil. Now you see this leaf here? Let me show you how I done this leaf. So a lot of my leaf, I do it this way with the green and the yellow. So I'm gonna use all olive dark, and I just gonna do the outline here, and where all the little lines for the shadow that the artist already done. See, I'm not going right against the flower because really that's not the outline of the leaves, because it's the flower on top of the leaf. Now I'm going to take my daffodil. I like to use the dark most time for a leaf, and then I'm going to color on top of this. Et voila. Is that cool? It's like a leaf, you know, you get that light sometime. Boom. That is it. So I will finish coloring that. And also on my blog, right below, you get the direct link. I got a special offer for the month of January 2022. You're going to get, if you purchase the Blessing of Om on my site, you're going to get 11 inspiration step-by-step download to use that bundle or the stamp set. So come check it out. Right below you get the direct link. Thank you so much, and if you like those tips that I share, give me that thumbs up. Till next time, happy stamping, my friend. Bye-bye for now.